Coming up next is introduce Tom Nardacci. You're going to come on down. He's with the Troy Innovation Garage. The Troy Innovation Garage is an entrepreneurial ecosystem that was recently launched, and it's in downtown Troy. It's kind of like a Biz Lab East, really, is kind of how I look at it. No, I'm just kidding. It's 10,000 square feet of co-working space and incubator programming. So, Tom Nardacci, oh, there you go. Looking at this guy over here, he kind of looks like your twin over there. See that guy right there? Is that kind of like your twin? Right there? All right. Give it up for Tom.
Thank you. How's everyone doing?
Good. Right.
My name is Tom Nardacci, and with me today is Michelle Schroll. Michelle is the community manager at the Troy Innovation Garage. She just started full-time this week. And I told Michelle that she's actually going to be known as the mayor when we open, because she's going to be doing so many things at the garage. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called Gramercy Communications, public relations, marketing, public affairs firm that's been around for 10 years. I started Gramercy from, I moved back from New York City and started Gramercy in the bedroom of my house and expanded to my kitchen table, and then expanded to a coffee shop, and then expanded to a subleased office, and then expanded to an office, and now we have 15 employees right down the street in downtown Troy. So what I'm going to talk to you tonight is I'm bringing it a little local. Two great presenters before me, nice national ideas, love them. And what we're doing is very much a part of our company and our company culture. So for the last 6 months, I've been working on this idea called the Troy Innovation Garage. I purchased a building not too far away, and we're going to open up a co-working space as well as a small incubator space. So that's the building right there. It's a building that only your mother could love, inside and out. But we're going to totally transform it and make it something that we think is going to get national recognition when we're done. So I'm planning a $1 million private investment. I own the building. We're finishing up our cleanup and demolition, and we're preparing to start construction next week on Monday. So there's no turning back. The Innovation Garage, as Rick said, is an entrepreneurial ecosystem. It's on 4th Street. And really, why am I doing it? It really comes from my own experiences and then who I am. I've always believed in giving back to the community, and I view this next phase as real social entrepreneurship. I want to create opportunities that I may have wished I had when I started Gramercy. If I didn't start at my house and then a coffee shop, I think my business would have accelerated 4 years quicker. If I had a better network, or if I had a community where I could meet people and ask questions that new businesses are afraid to ask sometimes. I had never worked for a PR firm. I had never owned a business. I had never managed employees. All the nevers of entrepreneurship, all I had was guts, and I just had hard work. And I did the grind. I did 100 hours a week for however many weeks, and finally my business took off. So I'm taking the things that I learned and creating a community where we can support other creative entrepreneurs who want to live their dreams. And that's what we're doing here. So how did I get here? So once I decided that this was the direction I wanted to go, I spent a lot of time researching. And I probably visited 25 other incubators or co-working spaces around the country. And it really started because I had traveled to Buffalo, and I was going to buy a small PR firm in Buffalo, because my business had got to that point where, what's next, right? So we're doing well in this marketplace, what's next? And my advisor said, what do you think about buying someone? So I'd gone to Buffalo to buy a small firm, someone who I had known and who I had mentored. And while I was out there, he took me on a tour, and I toured a space called 43 North, which some people in this will probably know very well. And 43 North had an adjacent co-working space called The Dig, which is supported by the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. So the short story is I didn't buy the firm in Buffalo because Buffalo is a long way away from here. It's 5 hours on the thruway. And all I could picture was me going back and forth. But I really started touring WeWorks, I started touring all these other spaces around the country. And so I'm taking the best ideas I can find nationally and bringing them home. So the market here is right for this. We have 24,000 people that work in the creative economy. And that's our target market. We're targeting creative business entrepreneurs. People who consider themselves part of the creative class. And that's a broad definition. And nothing like this exists in my mind. So, the creative class. Content creators, lawyers. My wife's a lawyer. She's not creative, but there's creative lawyers. But it's really about people who have a certain attitude, and they want to be collaborative. If you're a professional and you want a collaborative environment, that's what we think we're going to offer. So we're going to build a community. So every space I went to, the ones that work, were all about the beauty of a community. It's not just about renting a desk or renting a private office. This is a place where we want people to collide and work together. Our private offices were, closely recruiting who's going to be in those private offices. It's either going to be companies that are small and trying to incubate, or they're going to be companies who are going to bring something to the community. And we expect our members to contribute and be a part of the community, present, have events, needs dating, social aspects, all of those. So this is just kind of typical. The space is really big. This doesn't do it justice, but this is kind of the look we're going for. So as soon as I went in there, I opened up the walls, I opened up the ceilings, and the space is actually going to look similar to this space right here. Just another look. So first floor, 6,800 square feet. So there's. So that's co-working space. That's private office space. This is the second floor. Similarly, that was co-working space. That's in Gramercy is going to anchor the building. So I'm moving my company there, which is why partially this works. So our amenities, 24/7 access, kitchen, fully stocked. My plan is not to nickel and dime anyone. You're not going to pay for copies. You're not going to pay for conference rooms. There's going to be a real community effort. And we're going to have really straightforward flat fees. You can drop in for a day for $40, or you could have 24/7 access, $350 a month for membership. Or you can buy a pass, six times a month, 12 times a month. Really try to be flexible. Office space pricing, straightforward. The biggie is that there's no leases. This is the big news tonight, is that everything here is 30 days, month to month. You can commit for a day, you can commit for a month. If it doesn't work for you as an entrepreneur, you don't have to commit instead. It's very disruptive for the real estate environment. Our team, myself, Michelle, our advisory team, we have the Gramercy team here, back in Magenta, supporting us. Wally Altus, who's very well known. Wally's my consigliere. I call him at 10 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock in the morning. He's always available to me. And timeline, fall of 2016. We're starting construction on Monday. My contractor told me 4 months. I said, well, how about September, just to be sure. So we're really looking to be open September. And what we're looking for tonight is, I'm all in. I've invested everything I have in this. So what I'm looking for tonight is I'm looking for you to help me help this community. Be a brand evangelist. If you want to be a mentor, if you want to help me on an advisory board, if you want to have ideas for programs, I'm looking for ideas. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks. Questions? Sure.
What were the sizes of some of the spaces?
Question was, what were the sizes of the spaces? So we're probably going to have 60 or so open desks, a variety of seating, stand-up desks, stool seating, private, regular desks, and then the offices. We have 12 offices that range in size. The smallest one is 11 by 11, which a startup company could comfortably fit 2 people in, up to 20 by 20. Anything else? Thank you. Oh, yes, sir. Good.
Parking area.
So, yeah, parking like any downtown, we have, right across the street, there is a private garage, so we'll have to work with the private owner. And then, you know, three blocks away, there's a public garage that has some space in it, street parking. But we'll work with folks to help find parking. It's a good question.
Did you build things, or is it really just desk space?
You know, it's not, so it's really not for makerspace. You know, I think the Center for Gravity's got a good deal going down there on that, and we want to be collaborative with them. So it's really more desks and kind of hot seats.
Okay.
It's a good question, though. Thank you.
Let's give him a hand.
Go ahead.
Are there going to be special prices?
So the question is that when we do speakers, so we're gonna have programming that's for members only, but then we're gonna also do events, maybe like, events, there's a lot of events. So finding the right kind of event, if we can get something really special, then we'll do it and promote it publicly. But it's not our main purpose, it's mostly for the community itself. But yeah, sure, if we can get someone cool that come in, we'll do a full-blown public event, and there'll probably be a fee for that. Thank you, I appreciate it.